Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel, and I want to wish all of you a happy new year, a happy 2024. I hope you're all doing well, I hope you celebrated well, I hope you had a fantastic last day of 2023, and especially a good start in 2024, depending where you're watching in the time zone in the world. It's already 11:30, maybe it's already later, maybe we're already the 2nd of January, or maybe you're still having a good day, depending where you are in the life, on the 1st of January, or maybe you're still sleeping and waking up now. I don't know where you are or what you are doing, but I'm happy for the people that are here together with me on that special day. Why is it a special day? Because a lot of you, they watched the video that I uploaded today, so it's a change in life after nearly 4 years of the channel. Why? Because I uploaded my very first video on the 2nd of January. Actually, it should have been on the 1st of January 2020, but because I was a bit late with uploading, I had absolutely no idea how to do it. It arrived and it was uploaded right after midnight. So technically, the birth of the channel is on the 2nd of January 2020. So I'm not here to celebrate the 4 year of the channel. We will do that later, tomorrow maybe on a video, or tomorrow in a live. But I wanted to spend a bit of time with you, random talks. We can speak about everything and nothing. We can speak about Juventus if you want to, but also just being there together. That's what I wanted to do. So if some people are watching the replay, thank you, really appreciate it that you're spending some time, but I'm not sure if we will speak about Juventus, really purely Juve, Mercato or whatever, so I'm not sure if this live will be extremely interesting if you want more information. It's just a random talk, and if you like hearing my voice, seeing my face, then it's the right place to be. Let me say hello to all the people that we have here. To Styler Z, I already pinned a few comments. Ciao, buon anno. Buon anno to Dan Davenport. Ciao to Last Samurai, to Bogdan, to Andreas that is telling me, Beppe, seriously, be serious, Beppe, that first video was awful. Yeah, it was. Yeah, of course it was. It was 4 years ago, and I hope that in 4 years, if I'm still here, it will be even better. But that's the good thing, I will never delete these first videos I had on the channel, because I'm really emotional to them. I'm really emotional linked to these videos. The way that I was speaking with not confidence at all was a total disaster. My accent was disaster, my flow, the way I was thinking, I was preparing, mamma mia, it was a total disaster. So you can say it, yeah, you are totally right, Andreas, the first videos were a disaster. But you know that when I'm watching even videos from last year, I see a lot of difference. Ciao to Ivan, ciao to Sasha, ciao to Ben the Goose, ciao to Lars Vercelli, ciao to Stephanie Marie, ciao to Ali, but I want to say thank you to Rad Al-Harbi, my friend, thank you, really appreciate it. The first donation of 2024 is for Rad, that is saying, congrats Beppe, I've been here since the start, seeing you progressing amazingly. I can say this with all confidence, the best is yet to come. It's yet to be seen for you, Beppe. Happy New Year, and wish you all the best in your new venture. For the people that didn't watch the video that I uploaded yesterday, I made a big announcement that honestly it's not really new. So it's not that I left my job yesterday, so I just spoiled it. I just spoiled it for the people that didn't watch it. But yeah, I decided to make a big change in my life. It means stopping with my job and deciding to try to go for a full-time content creator. I tell you, I already did it because I said it somewhere in 2023, but I really wanted to do it official now in 2024 because I see it as a new year where I will try to focus a lot on two channels. That's important. GJustjuve, this one, because we keep it as it is, and we try to do it even better and better and better and better, because you know it, and that will never change. Wherever I will go in my life, I will always proudly represent Juventus, and that can't change. This is impossible. We know it, huh? I don't know who said it once, but it is a really famous one. You can change your car, you can change your job, you can change your life, you can change your wife, you can change everything, but you can't change the team that you love. And in my case, it is Juventus. And I'm super happy and proud to support Juventus in tough moment, in super beautiful moments. I will always be a Juventino. And then the second channel, of course, that is football that I'm really proud of. It's my little baby at the moment. I'm trying to put a lot of efforts in that channel. I try to make it bigger. We already went over the 1,000 subscribers, which is just incredible, just fantastic. I see a lot of familiar faces that are watching also the videos there, so thank you, really appreciate it for that. Then to answer to my friend that is saying, Beppe, I think that this year will be your year, that will be your 2024, and the best is yet to come for Beppe. I don't know, I have absolutely no idea. It's tough because I'm not 20 anymore, so you have to be conscious also of what you are. I'm not 20. I am unfortunately not the biggest and tallest one on earth. I'm not here with a long blonde hair or hair a la Adrien Rabiot. I'm not a TikToker with 1 million subscribers, so it's difficult also because my localization, I live in Belgium, which is not in the middle of Italy. It's not near to Torino. It's not in UK. It's not in USA, where you have much more, let's say, facilities. It's a bit more easy. Not that it's as easy as we think, but it's a bit more easy. Why? Because in UK you have so many clubs. Speaking about London, you can go to different stadiums, you can visit all the stadium just walking or taking the subground. Then you have so many content creators where you can link up with, you can meet them, you can see yourself in real life. What a lot of Italian YouTubers are starting to do as well, you know, like hiring a studio, a room where you are decorating it and then you go live, and that's really fantastic. Something that I can't do. So it's difficult also because I have chosen to speak English, speaking about Juventus, about Serie A, now entering a market where I will have a lot of competition, of course. So it's a tough one, it's a difficult one, but I thought, and we'll speak about it if you want to, of course, I thought it was time to challenge myself, to give up on a job where I had a nice job. I was earning quite well in terms of salary. I work for it, so I think that I totally deserve it. Not as much as a football player, let's make things immediately clear, but I was quite happy about the salary package I deserve to have, thanks to my work since I started as a sales associate, climbing mountains and mountains and mountains, and then I decided to try this, And again, I started not yesterday. I started, but you saw the frequency of the videos that started to be uploaded. And if in 6 months I tell you, guys, I'm sorry, it's over now with the videos. We do like one video a day, just Juve, and without editing because I have no time anymore. It's because I need to go back to find another work, and we do, and there is absolutely no shame in it. But I really wanted to try. I wanted to try to tell myself and to prove myself, Beppe, you put yourself challenges in your life and you try to succeed. So if some people are watching the channel and they are working for, I don't know, television or big sport companies or whatever in Belgium or in France or in Italy or whatever, and you want me to help you, or you want to have my face to represent you or whatever, it's time to call me, because now I'm free. I'm free to do whatever I want, and that's fantastic because I have also my own company now, and that's super things that I'm proud about. But thank you for the support, Rad. Really appreciate. And one thing that I can promise is to work really hard. But my work ethic, you know, since I'm a kid, these are the first thing I learned in my life. Work, and then see what you deserve. And sometimes you don't have what you deserve and you need to do better. Sometimes it's just not luck enough or whatever. Let's see. At least I can do what I can. Massimo Pegori, 15 months on the channel. Buon anno, fratello, buon anno, brother. Let's wish for a big year. Big year for me personally, for all the people that are here taking time, but also especially also for our beloved Juventus, because that's important. We wish a much better 24 than 2023, especially the first part that was tough for all the Juventini. We had some tough times, so thank you, Massimo, for the wishes. Like Fyodor, Beppe, there is something I haven't seen since I started watching this channel, you celebrating a Scudetto win. I already did, because we won the Scudetto with Sarri. But it's a long time ago, too long ago, and hopefully we can do that as soon as possible. The live today is really random. I didn't plan. I will not speak you about Bernardeschi that is doing a Happy New Year with all the Juventini, and who knows if he will become a Juve player tomorrow. We don't know. It could be. It's a possibility that we have to take into consideration, but it's really random. So we go, you ask, you write, you tell me whatever you want to. I wanted to wish all of you the best and spending time together. LJJ, as long as you believe in it, you will make it, Beppe. It's not only enough to believe in it, because you can believe in it and then you can do nothing and nothing will happen. You have to believe in it, you have to be lucky, you have to work for it, you have to make things, you have to take some initiatives. So it's a lot more than only believing, but believing is one of the biggest thing, of course. Thank you. Ciao, Sasha. You have our full support, I know, and this is absolutely appreciated. Ciao, Victor. Happy New Year, Juventini of the world. Ciao, Beppe. Congratulations. I am inspired too, maybe one day. But that's beautiful. You know, I was reading, I didn't have the time to answer all of you, and I would love to answer some of you in the comment section, but you were just fantastic. You were really nice. You were really kind with me. A lot of beautiful wishes that I received in the comment section, and a lot of people believing in me, which is nice. And then beautiful messages also in private messages that were telling me, Beppe, you know, you're a humble person and so on, but don't forget, and maybe you don't know, but you are inspiring a lot of us in terms of work ethic, in terms of how you manage the community. So these are the beautiful comments. Really, 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 really appreciated. Who else is in the chat? Tariq, one of the first subscribers on the channel. My great friend. Ciao, everyone. Happy Bonyani. All the best in your next chapter. I didn't have the time to answer, but I read your comment today under the video. One of the first one, by the way, where Tariq said, you know, he tried a lot. Sometimes he flopped, sometimes it was better to do some podcasts to speak about Juventus, especially podcasts related. And then he found the channel. He was extremely happy about the channel. It's a guy that is always here since the beginning. So thank you, Tariq. Really appreciate it. And it was a really beautiful message. Thank you. Really honored. Brandon. Ciao, Beppe. I think you are an inspiration to many people that may not feel ready to take that step and pursue their dream. You show that we should pursue our dream and chase our dream. Yeah, it's true. But that doesn't mean that tomorrow you have to give up on everything just like that, okay? Because that's sometimes dangerous. So pursuing dreams, yes, but you have to pay attention. And you have to be conscious that you can fail as well. Because otherwise you're just going into the wall. And that's also dangerous. But I believe that I wanted to do it. And I wanted to try. I'm 42, you know it. It's late. It's really late because I had another career. So it's not that I stayed at home, that I was jobless or homeless. No, homeless, no, because you know that I have a home. But jobless, that I was doing nothing with my life. I succeeded in what I did. And now I want to try something else that gives me joy, that gives me happiness. So again, I have a bit of money aside. I am absolutely not rich. Let's try to live from it, living from a passion. And you know it, I will never ask you any donation. I will never ask you to become a member. This is up to you. Sometimes some people, they want to support the channel like some of you are doing. They can, absolutely, but this is absolutely not the goal. The only thing I'm asking, if you like my face and you like my voice and you like how we are doing it here in the comment section, is watch my videos, put a like, and that's the only thing I ask. So I'm not doing it for the money, but of course, I need to live, and money is important. And if you can't live from it, well, then you have to take a decision and going back. You can't just persist and if one day you see that I have to sell everything here, my shirt collection and so on, it means that we are not doing great, that we have to find something else, that we have to do something much better. So, you know, there are a lot of risks. When you give up on a job, there are a lot of risks. But I wanted to do it. Ciao, Salcat, Salvatore, grande, going all in and change your dream, very admirable. But trying is important. And you see, I didn't start doing it yesterday. The channel in a few minutes will be 4 years. 4 years. Don't forget that. That's important. For the people that want to try, to dream, to do, great, fantastic, do it. But pay attention first. Don't just give up and start something new that you have absolutely no experience with. I have the luck to also work for Juventus, partially. So pay attention in what you do. Don't do stupid things. So my message is not give up on everything, your family, your dog, your house, and go in Thailand and start a business there. That's not my message. Be smart. And then even being smart, sometimes it's not enough. You have to work for it. And sometimes you have no luck. And you have to accept it that you failed or not. So I don't want to take the failure as an option, but you know that it's still there. But yeah, we will try to work for it. That's important. And then we will see. Thank you, Dan Davenport. Daniel, ciao Beppe. Good luck on the official new journey. Thank you, thank you. Carra, I have no idea what it means, but Volley Juve, I hope it means Forza Juve. And then I totally agree with you, Beppe. I appreciate your work. A real hero. And no, ragazzi, the goal was not to receive a lot of great comments. It's nice, huh? But that was absolutely not the goal today. Ryan, thank you for the donation, my friend. I wish you luck, Beppe, not just because you are good and professional in your work, but also because you seem to be a very humble person. Thank you, Ryan. Really, really appreciate it. You know, humble. Yeah, I am a humble person. I have an ego. I love to shine. Otherwise, you don't do YouTube. It's as easy as that. You don't do YouTube. If you don't like to shine, if you don't like to be in the spotlight, you don't do YouTube. Okay. But I believe that I'm a really humble person because of the education that I received, because of the background that I come from. I come from parents that came to Belgium from Sicily. My father didn't speak French in the beginning. It's still difficult for him to speak French in a beautiful French, let's say. But he worked at night for during the night for 12 years. He worked really hard to offer us not the most beautiful things because it was difficult. We didn't go on holiday. We had, I don't know how, a kind of caravan, how you say, a van caravan, but not one that is riding, a residential one, where we went for holidays in Belgium, not that far from where we were living. And we went like one time, I think, in Canada, and he saved, a lot of money for years for it. And then we went to holiday. So in my youth, I didn't go to other countries or whatever. I didn't visit a lot. I come from a really humble family, but my father worked really hard to offer us food, clothes, education, and then he was able also to build his own house that he was able to pay with the money that he won, but he had to work for it. And I believe, I know from where I'm coming from. I know that things are not happening from one day to another. Some people, they go viral and they don't know why, but you have to be consistent if you want to deserve it, to be there for a long time. But I think I know from where I come. I'm 42, huh? I'm not, an experienced person. I have a son of nearly 16. I have my wife. So I have a bit of experience to say, be humble, be tranquillo. You know it on the channel, huh? How many times could I have taken advantage of, hey, ragazzi, you don't know anything. I know because I know the players, because I do interview with the players, because I know them in backstage, because some players are following me on social media network. We are sending some messages sometimes. You are saying, I never did that. I never started to be the insider. I know things and I will tell you, and the mercato, or I'm better than you because I work for you. These are the things that you don't do. I could have probably even take advantage of my situation to say, this is the best Juve channel, or this is the number one channel. This is the best channel for Juve fans because I work for Juve and not the other one. These are the things that you don't do. You don't do, if you have experience, if you are humble, you don't do it. And that's why, I'm an humble person, but that doesn't mean that I don't want to succeed. I want to shine. I want the best. So that's true. Jesus Macias. Hello, old friend. I've been out, but I'm back. Hey, just on time, Jesus Macias. And I'm super happy. Thank you for renewing your membership. Really appreciate it. And thank you, Ryan. Really. It's really appreciated. Ciao, Beppe. Are you also planning to do any podcast? I don't know about that. I tried to investigate a bit how do you open Spotify, Apple, and so on to put the videos on it. But then I said, you know what? I don't know. I give up. I give up because I don't know how to do, and because on the other side, I like to focus on YouTube a lot. And at the moment, from the moment that you have like 10,000 views, 15,000 views per video, you can say, you know what, let's do a podcast. Or when you have these 1 hours with guests, like my friends from IFTV, Marco, then it makes sense. But in my case, in my case, not yet. I don't see the added value at the moment. If you want to listen to me and you are in the car, you put YouTube on, you put my voice, and you don't watch. You turn your phone so that you have just the audio at the moment. But in the future, it could be, It could be. Benissimo, grazie Tanvir. Thank you, Juvepels. Thank you, really. Beppe, how can we contract you for that? You want to contract me? For what? For what business? No, if you want to speak with me, you have my email in the description. You send me an email. You tell me, Beppe, it's Victor Nat from the channel, and I want to work with you. And then we see. But it's as easy as that. So I don't have a manager. I'm alone. I'm alone to do everything. Fyodor, Beppe, mark my words. This year you will interview Allegri after he win the Scudetto. Oof. Where's my friend Suraz? Suraz is always there to take some notes. I didn't see him yet, but we need to write this down. Fyodor, you know what? Write the minute of the video with the date that you wrote it, and then you tell me. Suraz is there. You see, Suraz is there. So don't forget to write it down. Fyodor said, mark my words, you will interview Allegri. I hope we can do. First of all, I hope we can win the Scudetto. Mamma mia, that will be just fantastic. And then I don't hide it. I have some things on my wish list of 2024, and interviewing Max Allegri is one of them. Is absolutely one of them. I hope I can interview it. It's not about you like, you don't like. It's just a person that is, he has an attraction power. You like or you don't like. He's really dividing person, but he's really interesting person that I really would love to interview. Him, like the future upcoming star Kenan Yildiz. These are the next in line. I would love to do an interview with Nonje. I would love to do an interview with Cecilia Salvai from the women. Don't forget that I love supporting Juventus women. I was one of the first one that started to speak about Juventus women in English. In English also because on the Juventus channel I did a lot of time, watch-alongs from the women and so on. So I would love also Cecilia Salvai. Why? Because I never had the chance to interview her, and I know that she has a beautiful story to speak about. Then other things, I have a lot of dreams. I have a lot of dreams that I would love to do. Takishi, our friend Takishi that is offering a membership randomly to someone. Thank you, Takishi. Again, I repeat always that Takishi is not someone that is speaking a lot on the channel, but he's popping up, he's offering a membership, and he's saying, I'm here, I'm listening, and Beppe, I support you. So thank you, Takishi. And Happy New Year. Here, he wrote, good luck for your new start, Beppe, looking forward to what will come. Thank you. Really appreciate it, my friend. I was here before the 1K subscribers, looking for an English-speaking Juve channel since then. You did not disappoint, Beppe, and I'm super glad, my friend. You are amazing. I appreciate everything you do. Thank you. Really, thank you, Stavros. Miguel, ciao Miguel. Beppe, your journey inspires me that everything is possible. I'm currently trying to build my own community of designers and artists on Instagram, and I can say I'm having so much fun doing it. That's the thing. Having fun in what you are trying to do, and being persistent, consistent, and it will be tough. Sometimes it will be extremely, extremely tough. And I see someone in the channel and in the chat section that is a fantastic person. He's a fantastic person, and he should deserve much more on YouTube. But I'm already happy that he already just... I didn't see that. I'm happy. He just passed the 1,000 subscribers, and I'm extremely happy. I'm speaking about Rico, my friend. Happy New Year, Rico Franchi. I will show you his channel. You know the channel already. It's one that deserves. It's one that is a hard worker, a humble person, a Juventino that already was here on the channel. I love the music, the voice of Rico. Maybe you're not into music or not, but you know what I love? He has a fantastic concept. First of all, you have the music that is covering on piano, electric guitar, normal guitar, whatever. He's playing a lot of instrument, really talented. He's going with that, only the music. And then you have also the explanation, the backstory, the story of how the music was, the origins of the music. For a niche, but it's really nice. And, he's persistent. He's not giving up because YouTube is tough, is difficult. So happy if you can help him. Here is the channel, Ricco Franchi, at Ricco the Unknown, and you will be able to find him. So if we can support us, that's something that I would really appreciate. So, buon anno, amico. Elod, that I met. Elod, yesterday, look, for the first time, I opened it. That's the gift from Elod. I opened it, and I took a shot yesterday. I took a shot in your honor and in also for a new year. You see? So I had it here. The other one is still packed. For the people that do not know, it's a mini glass that is coming from there, from the country of Elod. And he gave it in front of the stadium. And yesterday I decided I will open it and I will take a shot in honor for 2024 and Elod. So thank you, my friend. I thought about you yesterday. I switched career when I was 30 and I never regretted it. You learn all your life, take risk, but in a smart and cautious way. Michael Filetti, also one that is following me since long, is becoming my friend. He became my friend, sorry. He sent me a message on WhatsApp that I didn't have the time to answer, but Happy New Year, Michael. Amazing news, so happy for you. Thank you, Michael. Endrit, I want to start a TikTok where I put videos about my football trainings and football games. Almost videos, football videos. Don't know how to grow and do you have any advice? Oh, I'm not the expert on TikTok, just to be clear. I'm not the best on TikTok. The only thing that I know is start putting what you like with consistency. Don't give up. Sometimes you will have, especially on TikTok, the algorithm is really strange. Sometimes you have 5 views. Sometimes you will have, out of nowhere, 1,000 views, and you don't even know why. But do videos. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and try to do it every day. Short video or every week or whatever. But then from that moment on, you go. Every week? Okay, every week. But then every week you go. And the most important, the key, according to me, but this is not only on TikTok or whatever, from the moment that you start doing what you love and you create and you attract an audience, then you need to understand your audience, listen to their audience, and finding compromises between who you are, because never lose your values, never lose your identity for likes. I saw a lot of YouTubers that started to see that going against a person was great because it was trendy and because it brought views and so on. And then they started to become only and obsessed because that was trendy. Then the trend is going somewhere else and they go against that trend. And you lose credibility, you lose your values, and that's not okay. So you need to be who you are, but you also need to be aware that you are responsible for a community, for an audience, and you need to understand also what they want, what are their needs. You know how many times here a lot of people told me, Beppe, say Allegri out, or we don't watch your channel anymore. Say Allegri out, or we dislike the video, or we unsubscribe, or whatever. Or Beppe say it because you don't say it because you're an ass licker or whatever. Could have been so easy for me, but really so easy for me to say Allegri out and ciao, fanculo. And at least people were happy, and probably I would have more views. But that's not me, and I didn't care. I kept my philosophy. You can even speak about changing a coach or not changing a coach, liking some aspects or not, but changing who I am just because people are telling me no. So listen to the needs, to what people want, finding a beautiful compromise. So be alert and listen. So if people, they start asking you and they love when you are training, with the ball against the wall more than you outside, well, try to do a bit more ball against the wall than outside. If they like more when you're outside and you're taking beautiful skills, try to do a bit more that. So, you have to adapt. But again, I'm not the king of TikTok. Just one thing is Be authentic, listen to the community that you are creating, and be consistent. Important. But Raim, this is really time consuming, a lot of time consuming, and I believe that we have 28,100, I believe now, which is fantastic because I'm grateful for every single person that is subscribing to the channel. But on the other side, we have only 28,100 Juventini. And I believe that English-speaking Juventini, we have so much more in the world. So, one of the lessons that I learned from a boss, he told me one day, Beppe, you can't spend equally your energy on everything. It's impossible. It is impossible. You can't, because I am a perfectionist. I love to have things done really well. I'm speaking about the job that I don't have anymore. And I wanted to do everything with the same passion, the same energy, the same whatever. That it was a small problem, a huge problem, a huge opportunity, a small opportunity. I wanted to go a lot of that. But he told me, you can't. It is impossible because you're working hard with a lot of passion to a great idea. But look how much return on investment you will have. It will be this. It will be this. While you're spending exactly the same on something else, while the return on investment can be this. But because you're spending your energy on so many different topics and you want to do everything well, you can't. And at the end, sometimes the big one, you will miss an opportunity, you will go for the smaller one. It's impossible. So pick your Pick your battles. Choose your battles and go for it. You can't do everything. It is impossible. And at the moment, spending time to find subtitles in different languages will not be a huge return on investment at the moment. Then maybe in 3 years I have a team, I have a, who knows, if I start having a beautiful future, who knows, and then you go, and you can have a team that is just going for subtitles because they have, maybe in 3 years we have a AI that is even faster and even better. You just have to click 3 times and it's going. But, at the moment it makes no sense for me to do it. So indeed, Peter, the 80-20 rules, you can't, you have to choose. Sometimes, and this is also how I started to become as a manager. And one of my great skills was to explain people this, the managers that were working and reporting to me. I was explaining them also to not stress. Sometimes shit happens, but is it important shit or is it a small shit? If it's a small shit, we forget. Our job was not to save the lives of children, for example. This is important. This is vital. This is the most important thing in the world. Saving lives or from people or whatever, or charity or, giving food, or this is important. I was manager of a lot of stores across Europe, but we were selling at the end jeans, denim for a corporation, which is super important because people can be super happy with the jeans. Maybe a new man will go to a store and will have that jeans that is fitting him, the most beautiful ever that he was wearing. And thanks to that, he will be confident enough to go to that dating and meeting the wife of his life. And maybe if he was not coming to the store and we were not able to compliment him, he would not have been that confident and maybe he would have flopped that dating. And thanks to the fact that he dated that woman, they will be happy. And you are making, super. So it's important. Also, but it's not the same importance. So, I was trying to explain these kind of things to people. And they try to understand what is important, what is really important, what is not important. Okay, what can we just forget and go through? Rad, thank you. Hey, Rad, I want to say thank you because there is a newness now. I can see also when you are hitting things. And this is your 20th donation on the channel. 20th super donation on the live. Thank you. Beppe, you being persistent. Hey, you see, you are also persistent in supporting and helping the channel. Transparent, humble, and relatable Juventini is your competitive advantage. But yeah, could be. I don't know. I don't know what to say. You are judging, of course. You know me because you are watching and you have ideas about who I am or not. But yeah, that could be. That could be. That could be. And then when I see some news, last time some people or in the past some people were telling me, but that Mercato rumor or not. Did you hear about it? Yeah, but I didn't report it because according to me, it makes totally no sense. Then from the moment that we will see that it's starting to be persistent, we'll speak about it. But jumping on every single news just because, today I know, and it's important, and we are doing the same in the Telegram group with my son that is helping, with Mo, that is a fantastic support. We are trying to put a lot of news so that, but today we start to be, according to me, maybe I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong or not, guys. But today I have the feeling that we start to be addicted to information and addicted to quantitative information. We want more. We want more. We want more. We want more, more. Fast, fast, fast. We want to know. And then we want to give our opinion about it. Whatever. We give our opinion. We give our opinion. But because of the quantity of news, the amount of news, we don't have time to take time. We don't have time to take time because we want to go really fast. We don't take time to click on the big title and to listen. We don't take time to read a bit more, to compare 2, 3 different sources and making ourselves an idea. Take time to think about it. Plus, minus, what is my idea? Who is against? Who is pro? What is the middle way? Where do I want to stand? Do I want to go more in the minus or do I want to go more in the plus? We don't, because we go for quantity. And I don't want to do that. Makes no sense. Sometimes I see some people reporting just bad news about Juve that is not even entirely true, but just because. Otherwise, we will miss some information. No, when it makes no sense, it makes no sense. But that's me. That's how I am. So I prefer to not only buy books, but read books. If I have the time to inform myself, to deep dive, so that at least that I have my idea. Then my idea can still be really bad. That it's not because you inform yourself that your idea is great, but at least I have a bit of background. Thank you to Angry Zebra that became a member of the channel. Thank you. I hope the profile picture is not meant to me. But anyway, Angry Zebra, grazie. Really, I really appreciate it, my friend. Really appreciate it. You became a member of the channel. And also to Orion, 22 months. Congrats, Beppe. Knowing you will succeed. Oh, guys, I think it's time now. But I will try to do a live tomorrow. For special dedicated for it. But I think we can say not only Happy New Year, but I think we can say now officially happy birthday to the channel, because the channel is now officially having 4 years today, now on the 2nd of January, because now we are 8 past midnight and the channel is celebrating 4 years. Blah, blah, blah. It's a lot, huh? It's really a lot. It's incredible. 4 years. 4 years. Blah. The first video I did was the top 10 gifts. This is still my favorite video. Top 10 gifts. Fantastic video. Then I did a presentation video, which was really bad, but really bad. Then I started with the weekly recaps. But we did so much here. Our friend Aman, he transformed me in a cartoon. We did the Mercato is Crazy song. Um, in 4 years, we did a lot. Huh? We did extremely a lot. We did a charity night of how long was the live? Nearly 7 hours, I believe 6.5 hour live, where I was there for the entirety, and there were people that went in, out, in, out. We had so many different guests, and we raised, thanks to you, I believe, €1,000 more, 1,100 euro, I believe, for charity against cyberbullying, which I really, 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 really appreciated to do. So now we did beautiful things. I'm happy, This is something that I want to do. Maybe it was 2 years ago that I should do again, a charity evening to help the people in need. Yeah, that's something I really wanted to do. Because at least you're bringing something. When I see some subs from the channel, they're sending me sometimes in direct message their video with their kids that I don't post, that are saying, like this, they are impersonating me. It's fantastic because you bring joy in a life. Or some wives that are asking me, excuse me, sir, we don't know each other, but my man or my son or whatever, they are a big fan of you. Can you please send a message? I don't know if you will ever read it. And then I see these messages, and I record myself. But I never say it here on the channel because again, I think some things are just private. But when you can do these kind of things, it's nice. It's really, really, really nice. Dan is telling me, Beppe, can you recreate your first video? I would love to do it. But sometimes what I miss, and we have a big community, is sometimes what I miss is sometimes the contribution of some people, because we have a fantastic community. I should ask now, we have how much? 110 persons this evening. Okay, send me on Telegram or on Instagram or whatever, send me your best Juve gifts ever, and it should be like in 30 minutes that we have like 50, 60, 70 best gifts ever, and the work is done. But if you have to do it alone, you have to find time, you have to sit there and go through and do, it's tough. While we have a big community that we could just do like that. Send me the best, I don't know, the best memes about Juve or about football, and we go. That would be really nice. So 4 years of the channel. Anneliesing, happy birthday to the channel. Happy birthday, GJustjuve. No, not me. I'm not. But it's actually GJustjuve is the channel. Mr. Chiellini. Yeah, I remember that when I started the channel 4 years ago, I have no idea why, I started to say the names of the players in an Italian way, in an English way. So Mr. Chiellini, Mr. Allegri, and I was really saying the names like that, Allegri. I believe after a few weeks I understood, what am I doing? I am Italian. I say Chiellini, Allegri. No, this is something, luckily, I understood really well that it was absolutely not working. Thank you to Blagosh that became, again, a new member of the channel. It's not the first time, I believe, but thank you for becoming, again, a new member and for the trust. Happy New Year to Thomas Makluf. That is a bit late, and he will do it in two times playback speed. Thank you, my friend. Is there something where you say, oof, when we are watching creators, this is something not done? I unsubscribe, or I close the channel, or it doesn't deserve my like on the video. Is there something like that where you say, no, this is unacceptable for I speak about, of course, about football creators. Is there something like that where you say, no? Beppe, would you consider doing a Reddit video where you would review Juve memes? I have no idea. I have an account on Reddit, but I don't understand Reddit. I have no idea how it works and the communities, and I don't know, r slash, I don't know. This is really unknown. Like Discord, also, it's too complicated for me. I don't understand these things. What rival is more special, Juve Inter or Juve Milan? I think, personal opinion, Juve Inter is the biggest rival. Why? Because of the off the field things that happened even before 2006. It has been called the Derby d'Italia back then. Why? Because they were the two teams that had the most scudetti in the past. But I'm thinking about the 60s. And in the beginning, it was a sporting rivalry that with the time, with Juventus being so much stronger than Inter and winning on the Italian soul, it actually faded away, that on the field sporting rivalry. But it became the biggest one because of the off the field, Calciopoli in 2006, the comeback of Juventus, the fights. This amplified it a lot. So off the field topics, it's Inter. Because at the end they took away from us Scudetto, and on the field I believe it's Milan. Why? Because while Juventus was really, really competing on the Italian soul, and they tried also in Europe, but they didn't find the same success, especially in winning, the finals. Milan was doing it, and Milan was doing it extremely well. So I believe that sportingly on the field, well, they have 19 Scudetti, they have 7 Champions League. So it depends. It depends how you see it, but I think that Juve Inter is the biggest rivalry. Again, it's football. We are not speaking about fights. So if it's an Inter fan, this is a turn off for Neven. I like to watch sometimes when I have time. I'm not saying specifically Inter, but I like to watch other creators from other teams. Why? Because sometimes they have good ideas. Sometimes it helps me to understand a bit more. Sometimes it helps me to understand what they think about Juve or their team. You don't have time. If there is one thing that I understood really well, a lot of people are experts of football, and they're speaking about every single team, about every single game, about whatever championship, about whatever league. They see everything. They know everyone. Oh, ragazzi, it's impossible. It is impossible. Journalists or whatever, it is impossible. Or you go with superficial takes, that means quantity, and you have no idea what you're speaking about, but you're just saying, and you go with the trends. And that's not good. Or you are actually someone that is creative enough to know what to watch, where to watch, taking time to deep dive in something, and super smart to say, oh, you know what, I will try to take the information where it is from experts and trend, and then splitting and understanding what do I focus on. It's impossible to watch all the games of Brighton, of Juventus, of Frosinone, of Paris Saint-Germain, Monaco, Metz, scouting new talents, watching also the youth academy team. Even if you have no job, it's impossible. It is impossible. You watch highlights, but the highlights make no sense. You watch what? Highlights and skills of a player. It's impossible. So, that's why I like also to understand who is really an expert on the topic sometimes. Tons of Allegri. Yeah, a lot. There we can win. When there is no respect. Yeah, this is something I don't like neither. When there is no respect, I don't like. I only follow you, Beppe, but it's nice that you don't have the phone in your hand. The phone? Which phone? Which phone? Gile. But it's nice that you don't have the phone in your hand. Which phone? This one. What do you want to do with my phone? This one I don't understand, but thank you for following only me. When they speak monotheos, yeah. No, you don't have to tell me about names. I'm not here to speak about channels, and that was not the question. And the question was, what is something that you can't, because we were speaking about it. I watch Uncle Sharma sometimes, but then his ESL opinions lose me. I don't know what he's thinking about the Super League. This is something I didn't speak with him. When they are sponsored by shitty companies like BetterHelp, for example. Oh, this is something that I never accepted to do. For example, I don't know BetterHelp. I don't know. But this is something that I never wanted to do. I have been approached a lot of times to win money or to be sponsored on things. And when I don't believe in it, I don't accept. For example, I tell you, and how many times did I speak about it, but my collection, bar 2-3 shirts that I received as gifts, they are all real shirts. So I'm not a big fan of how can I say, replica shirts or the one that you buy, for 20 euros. But I'm not condemning it. I'm not against it. Why? Because I know I come from a low class family where we're 4 kids. It's not easy to buy authentic shirts for everyone. So I'm not absolutely not condemning it, but I believe that if you want to show authenticity, for example, if you want people believing in you, that you have values, I can't be here being sponsored by fake shirts companies and telling you, go, you have 10% discount if you buy from them Juve shirts. No, because this is not authentic. Or me telling you I have a collection of 200 shirts, 500 shirts of Juve. I'm a huge collector. I love it. And at the end, it's not real. It's fake shirts. I don't like that. And that's why, for example, I never accepted to be sponsored by these companies. And again, I'm not 100% against it because I understand that some people, they can't allow themselves to buy. And probably now my collection, I will not be able to spend anymore like I was spending when I was working. Why? Because today I will have difficulties also financially with my decision to do only this. It's a consequence, so probably I will not buy the exclusive shirts anymore or whatever, or maybe I will try in the beginning and then let's see how it goes. But this is for example, something that I don't like. If you want to bring authenticity, if you want to bring value to your channel, then you have to respect who's watching you. And if you are lying to them, then it's not good. For example, that's one thing that I don't like. I don't like the overreaction of Mark Goldbridge. I have a lot of respect for the empire that he built, really, and the work ethic and consistency. Then I have to say that I'm not following a lot anymore, but he's really in a difficult moment with Manchester United. Beppe, what's the story behind the post of Rabiot and the comment of Wea? But it's really easy. Did you see it or not? So I will explain you. Then we continue because it's a topic that I really like. So Rabiot. Adrien Rabiot. I show you. So Adrien Rabiot posted this picture. Okay, you saw it probably already. Can we put it bigger? No, it's impossible to put bigger. Like this. Okay. No. Okay, like this. Adrien Rabiot posted this one because of the Happy New Year. So he was really well dressed, really beautiful. Dolce & Gabbana suit with a chain that is coming here. And then you have the comment of Tim Wea that is writing en mode Giuseppe. So in Giuseppe mode. What does that mean in Giuseppe mode? A real Italian. He was not speaking about me. Timmy doesn't know me, or I don't know, maybe he saw me. But anyway, he was not referring to me. He was just saying in Giuseppe mode, like as a real Italian, where he said, no, in mode Le Duc. Le Duc is, what is the Duc in, Le Duc in English? The Duke. The Duke. In a Duke mode, because people are calling him also like that, but nothing more than that. So don't try to find things that they are. It was just funny. A no is when a contributor gets mad on a person who writes nonsense message in the chat. This happens to me already. I'm really sorry about that. The day after I'm saying I'm sorry, I make a video where I say I'm sorry. And a lot of people, they say, oh, Beppe, you don't have to make this video where you say you're sorry because it happens. But I really feel it then, because I start thinking about it and it happens. And because, we are human being as well. You in the chat, us as content creators, we have our good days, we have our bad days. And then it happens that you have a bad day or a bad result, or you are really angry, and then you see these comments sometimes that are getting you, and they take you out of your mind, and you can't resist anymore, and then you go crazy. But it's difficult, you know why? Because we are putting our face, we are putting our name, and you have absolutely no idea who is the person in the comment section. You don't know who is the person. Maybe it's a kid of 14. Maybe it's a person that doesn't even care about your football team. So it's sometimes difficult. And again, when it happens to me, I'm extremely sorry for that, but it's difficult. One day I watched Olympique Marseille, Paris Saint-Germain with a Marseille YouTuber. He was so respectful against the chat. I know, but that's not the case. Then you have to stop. I dislike non-objective creators. But you have people, but this is more and more that you start to see these people that are fighting for own ideas, and they can't say sorry, I was wrong. And when it's an obsession, then it's tough. Then objective creator, it's difficult because your way of interpreting what the content creator is saying is also not 100% objective, because you already know that he doesn't like or that he likes, and then it's also influenced. But it's true that I don't like, for example, when people are fighting for own battles and they totally lose it because they have an obsession. That's something I don't like. I don't like, for example, it's really stupid, when people can't pronounce the names of players. Of course, you have levels of difficulties, but I believe that if you are a content creator, you should do some efforts. Huge, big players, you can't go wrong. You can't. You have to pay attention. Of course, you can make lives where it's extremely funny or whatever. But when you're doing it, especially if you're covering Italian names and you're Italian, you have to pay attention. You have to pay attention, or big players, or clubs names, or because these are things. For example, when I'm watching a content creator is being in, not as a joke, not in a funny life, because how many times did we do it? In lives we were joking and we were actually exaggerating in the names and how we pronounce them. But if I'm thinking about serious content, and you see misspelled names, or no, inform yourself. I think you have to inform yourself. That's it. That's for me something I say. I stop. I can't. It's impossible. If you don't even know how to pronounce the name of a player, what can you tell me about that player? That means that you didn't make your researches. Like Kvaratskhelia or Kvaratskhelia, whatever. You have a level of, because it's difficult for people that are not coming from Georgia to pronounce the name, but there is a level of until when you can go wrong. I'm still watching Belgian television sometimes when I'm watching games of Napoli, and they are speaking French, and the guy, he can't pronounce, but he's there since now 18 months. I made a course. I have my diploma. I don't know where it is, by the way. But I made a course to become a commentator that I succeeded in. I'm not a commentator. I told you I don't want to. It's not one of my biggest objectives in life, but I wanted to do the course. And one of the things that I learned there was, if you want to comment a game, you need to understand how to pronounce the names. Otherwise, it's tough. And they told me, if you don't know, go on a YouTube channel, highlights of the games from their country. Not the Serie A one in English, for example, it's a disaster. The Serie A one is a disaster. 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 Highlights on YouTube, Serie A, disaster. But go to the original ones, to the clubs, and then you will hear the club commentator how they pronounce, because they know how to pronounce their name from their country. And, at least you do some research. But anyway, that's a long discussion. You focus on us, but I don't know. Are there some creators that are on their phone? I never met them. I've seen for the people that are Italian and they know him. I know him since long. I never publicly criticize him or whatever. I never do that. I don't like, but he chose a way that I personally don't like. But I never speak about him. He does his thing, at the end. He has a strategy, he does his thing. It's not what I like. But yeah. That's, obviously, he's someone that I don't watch anymore. But again, I don't criticize him. He's doing whatever he wants. But I don't, he lost me, for example. Offer virtual psychology support service, but they were convicted of selling personal data to Facebook. Sometimes I don't know better help. I told you, for example, fake shirt is something I don't want to do. I already explained it. I want to do things that I like, I believe in, or that are funny or whatever. But sometimes you are doing things where you are not 100% aware of everything. You can't be aware of everything. So I don't know better help. I don't know what they are doing. But sometimes you believe in it and you like it. You want to offer something, and then you discover, unfortunately, it's not like that. I helped in the past. I helped someone that was suffering. I gave money and so on and so on, and then you discover that it was a scam. I also asked here on the channel, if you want to, you can support, and then you discover that it's a scam. But I didn't know. Speaking about the first year. So sometimes you can also yourself be scammed. So it's tough, huh? Luca, grazie Luca. Buon anno. Hope all your goals come true. Thank you. I will work for it. Again, if you don't work for it, then nothing will come true. No, 0.0. But thank you, Luca. Really appreciate it. Salt Freaks, you know what is my position about politics? On the chat, I don't know enough about politics. You know that, first of all. So what I'm telling you about quantity and giving opinions immediately, or you go sometimes with quality and you want to deal, I don't know enough. So I will never be able to have a debate about politics. One, I don't do it. Also, because I'm totally convinced that this channel is open for everyone. Everyone that loves football, Juventus, even people from other teams that want to be here in a community. My position, and you know it is, but I'm probably naive, I'm probably dumb or whatever. I would love to support humanity, innocent people, wherever they are from, whatever they believe in. Good people. That's what I believe in. Then if it's from one nationality, from one country, from one race, from one conviction or another, again, people, they can do whatever they want in their life. It's not my problem, as long as they don't harm other people, as long as they're happy themselves. Good for me. But I don't want to take sides, because I'm not informed enough, first, and secondly, because I don't think it's right to say some people, they deserve to suffer. Some people, they deserve to suffer more because of this. You have you have good people and you have bad people everywhere. So my fight is for example, I said it last time. I saw a chair from Roma. The Roma sector in our stadium. They took a chair. I said, I don't care if it's Roma, Juve, Inter, Milan, Marseille, Nice, whatever. I don't care. You just don't do these kind of things. You don't do that because it's not okay. I want to go to the stadium easy, tranquilo. I was happy, for example, every time that I go to the U Allianz Stadium, I'm happy that I'm able to see some supporters of other teams that are walking our stadium with this shirt. I said it. I like it. Why? Because I think that football should be joy, a moment of joy. Of course, I want my stadium to represent my colors, of course. But it's okay to see people that are wearing also other shirts. Why? Because it means that you accept and that you can go in all safety, which is the most important thing. That should be like that everywhere. So, again, these messages, with all the respect, I don't know. What else do we have in the chat? Who else is commenting? Ciao Limo, Happy New Year, my friend. Mark Giglio, I think uploading a lot of TikToks will really help with the growth of your channel. It has helped many other. Yeah, but you need also sometimes. I have now opened Football, where I'm focusing with qualitative shorts done by my friend Insane Juve. He's doing a fantastic job. That's my help on that one. And, I just start. It's a new, fresh start of a career, so I don't have the money to pay here, pay there. I can't. So when I have support, it's great, but you can't do everything. But it's true, huh? It's true. Then I start seeing also that, again, YouTube starts to focus again on longer format videos, which is great. I'm happy because some people now, they want to alternate between the short, fast consuming content and also some a bit more longer content where they can go a bit more in detail. Ciao Anthony Trimboli, buon anno. Yeah, it's long time I didn't do it. Ciao Adam, congrats on your new career path. I know it's something you've wanted to do for a while now. I admire the boldness and hopefully it's what's best for you and your family. Happy New Year. Thank you, Adam. Thank you, Adam. Really appreciate it. Yeah, it's something, but it's something that I wanted to do from a long time. From the moment that you start to be happy, you want to try to do things. Again, I didn't decide to do it yesterday. It's something that I already did, and a lot of people that are following the channel, they saw the amount of videos that were coming that were more than usual. But I wanted to announce it today in 2024. Because I wanted to be transparent with people. I didn't want to lie, to say, sometimes people are saying, how is it going with your job app? And then telling them, oh, it's okay. No, I want to do it well and communicate it well. So, no, I'm super happy about the decision I take. Again, it's tough, huh? It's tough. Because I am not rich. And because you can't live from YouTube. Today with 28,000 people. So we'll have to work a lot. But you have a quality of life. I never speak about it on the channel, but some people, they know it's not a secret. It's not something, but my wife, she has a sickness that we discovered in 2020. Right before COVID time, she has a multiple sclerosis. So it's again something I never speak about on the channel, but again, it's not a secret. She has multiple sclerosis, and it's a difficult sickness. So I also wanted, to start at a certain moment. The channel starting to go. It was nice and so on, and I said, why? If you can combine passion, a new challenge, and you can even stay more home in supporting more, doing stupid things, I like the vacuum or taking the garbage, put it out. When I was traveling a lot, I was not even home to take the garbage and to take it, to put it like 2 stairs down in front. It's stupid things like that, but it's nice to be able to do it. So maybe I should do a charity evening for people with multiple sclerosis on the channel. That could be a nice one. I promise you I will not give it everything to my wife. I will share it with all the people in the world that are suffering from it. Anthony, happy 4 years anniversary, my friend. Looking forward to many more years ahead. Hoping and dreaming for a Here We Fly video in January. I said it today, it's not the objective to speak about Juventus, Mercato, and so on, but there are multiple stories. One thing is sure, we have a team that is not complete. I already told you. you miss a Pogba, you miss a Fagioli, because we started the season, they were in the team. They should have been on the field, and they aren't there. And then you go with a team that is showing that they want to go for it. You have a spirit, a unity that is... look, we said it multiple times. Inter is stronger than Juve now, at the moment. Looks like they are at their peak, and we have so much progression to do. They have 2 players per role. They can rotate. They have more competitions at Juve. They just come from a final of Champions League. They have the best defense. They have the best attack. But Juventus is there with the coach that 50% of the fan base they don't want. With the non-propositive, spectacular, entertaining game. But we are there. Because of the group, you saw it, how they celebrated that win against Roma and so on. So we don't want people to come that are not an added value and that could bring some toxicity in a team that is really going the extra mile, more than a lot of people were thinking about. But you have to find it in a situation where we still don't have the financial ease. It's true, capital increase came, but not to invest on the mercato immediately, but to be able to think and to have a more beautiful future. It's easier to plan the future. Thank you, Anthony. One time you talk about doing what you love. That's why I started a scouting Twitter account, and recently I got my first subscribers. Thank you for the inspiration. Gianni, tell us what is the account on Twitter. Gianni, tell us in the chat. I'm curious now, so that we go and we will all subscribe to the channel of Gianni. Happy New Year, Rami. GB Scout. GB I like. Well, because it's like me. It's Giuseppe Bognanni. GB Scout. GB Scout. No, it's not this one. GB. Are you sure? GB Scout. I don't find it. Are you sure it's on Twitter? Or tag me or something like that. Write something so that I can find GB. If you don't know your own tag, then it's difficult. GB Scout like that. Okay. Now I found you. Okay, grande. Look at that. Here. Now you have 129 followers because I follow you as well. But then you have to be good, huh? You have to be good, you have to deliver, and you have to be consistent. Otherwise, I will unsubscribe. Huh? But here, you have my trust. You have my trust. You see? Here, you have 129. Ragazzi, let's support GB Scout. Let's get him to 150. If we can do that, that would be beautiful. Look, Thomas Cannon. I never heard about him. Scores his first 2 goals for Leicester in the first start. Someone to watch in 2024. You see, I never heard about Thomas Cannon. I thought it was a printer, Cannon, but now we also have a player, Thomas Cannon, Irish. Now we will watch him. See, here. How much do you have now? 135. 135. Later we will refresh and we'll check if we reach 150. For GB Scout. That is, it's not me, ragazzi. It's not Giuseppe Bognanni. It's our friend Gianni Belassi. Luca, Beppe, we are with you. Grand, thank you. We all love you and appreciate. Not everyone loves me, but I know the people that are here, they love me. I sincerely hope that we as a community can make your dream come true. But you know it, huh? You know the only way to thank me or to support me is the morning. You go in the shower, you put play, and you put a like. That's it. That's the only thing to help. Gianni, 135, huh? It's already better. Ciao Mario. What else do we have? Do we have questions? Do we have things that I didn't mention that we forget? It's nice, and today it's calma, tranquilli. We speak about everything, about nothing. If there are something that we can promote, we promote. Pepe, what is the hometown of you in Italy? No, I'm Sicilian. I'm coming from Sicily. I'm coming from Sicily, Leo. Sicilia, really the south of Sicily even. Geron, Forza Juventus, wishing to all Juventini a good year and hopefully a Scudetto. Rahim, Beppe, which stadium are you planning to visit around the world? That's a good question. I would love to go to the Stadium of Dortmund. You always have to pay attention. You know what's difficult for me? It's because I'm doing the watch-alongs of Juve, which is limiting me a lot because I can't just take the plane for a weekend with my wife, with my son, and go to Madrid and we go to a stadium. I can't because I have to do the games of Juve. Sometimes they are Friday, sometimes Saturday, sometimes Sunday. And that's really limiting. So I have like, if we play on Saturday, then okay, on Sunday. But the annoying part is also when we are the game day, I'm putting so much effort in doing a video first in the morning. Then I'm doing something else. Then I'm also preparing the game because I study the game. Then I do the watch along, pre-game, watch along, post-game. That the entire day of the weekend is gone. And then the day after, I watch also some games, and I try to spend also some time with my wife. And if I travel, my wife, she doesn't care about football. She doesn't like it. So I go with my son, and again, it's a day that I don't see her. But so I need to also pay attention. But Dortmund is a stadium that I want to go to. I want to go to Lille because I went to Lens last time. So Lille, Dortmund, I would love to go to a Premier League game because I never did that, and I want to live that experience. In London, if you can go to a few games in London, is great. But also Manchester United Stadium, Old Trafford, I would love to go because it's an important historical stadium. So Old Trafford, not saying that I will go, I would love to. Dortmund, Lille, if I can go to Parc des Princes in Paris, PSG, I would not say no in terms of location. And I would love to take my son to San Siro. I went to San Siro. My son never went there. And I think it's important to see the San Siro at least once in your life. I think it's really important. Beppe, what is Football? Where can I find it? Football is my new YouTube channel that I started on the 3rd. Here. You can find it here. Up. It's this one, Football, where we have 1,120. Not bad, huh? If you want the link, Davide. If you want the link, I will put it here. Wait, up. And you will have the link so that you can just click on it and subscribe. Football is nice. It's nice. Nice video. What is it? Oh, yeah, that's the question. What is it? It's a channel where I speak about football, but entirety, all the leagues and so on. We do some shorts as well. The last one was really nice with 5,000 views for a short for a new channel. Not bad, huh? And then the videos, they are around the 500 views. It depends a bit. Some people, they watch here, then they go there. We have new people that are discussing. This one was 3,000, where I spoke about Super League. That's a really interesting one. I have never had the opportunity to go to a stadium, but my dream is to see Juve play in San Siro. No, if you have to go to the Allianz Stadium. But San Siro is also it's spectacular. San Siro is spectacular. If you can get only one realistic signing for you in the Mercato, who would you pick? And the problem is that you said the realistic, and the problem is that I don't know what is the reality of Juve at the moment in terms of really what we can spend. Because if you read some sources, we can take for free for 6 months Bernardeschi. If you read some other sources, we can go for Kefren Turam that is costing you 60 million euro. What is the truth? A 6 months loan of a player with a zero value, or a 60 million euro? So probably you go in between. I told you, I'm not a big fan of. I'm not a big fan of Højbjerg from Tottenham. I don't see him. I'm a big admirator. I don't know. I like a lot Calvin Phillips, but I don't see him in this Juventus with the players that we have. So even if I like the player. So realistic, it's tough. Huh? I have also to share that Samardzic is going closer and closer and closer to Napoli. Zielinski is getting closer and closer and closer next season to Inter. So it starts to be tough. Huh? So I don't know. I don't know what is available on the market. I have no idea. If I'm avoiding the messages of Amy, but your message is not bringing any added value to the life. If you're telling me we do not love him, Amy, it makes no sense. It's still my channel, huh? And if you tell me we do not love Beppe on my channel, then I don't know why I will speak about that. Which is your right, huh? But Beppe, have you talked about Toni Kroos rumors? If not, what's your opinion? Toni Kroos is a player that I would love to have at Juve. My opinion, huh? I don't know if it will happen or not. The reality now is you have a few things that are real. The first one, he still has a contract until the end of the year with Real Madrid. 1. 2, he said a lot of time publicly that he doesn't want to have a long career. He doesn't want to go like Gianluigi Buffon or... he has a state of mind. At a certain moment, I believe I even read an article where he said, when I'm 30, I stop. A bit a la Platini. Platini, he stopped. Boom, ciao. It's over with football. So, I don't know personally if it's real or not. I heard from, especially the sources coming from Rai with Paganin. But Paganin is a fantastic person, really nice. But the times that he really, really, really was... correct on the news, on the rumor, especially the big ones. It's really few. But I like the person. I really like the person. I appreciate the person. He's really nice. But but I would love him. I would love Toni Kroos. Also because I said last time, Juventus is going towards a project of more and more and more internal growth from your youth academy. We are looking for players like Adzic that should come not this week but next week to do the medicals. We are looking at players, and I don't know if he will arrive or not, but Charlie Patino. The talents that we are looking, unknown young players, not expensive with a really low salary, but they need to be surrounded. A bit the technique of Real Madrid. Even if Real Madrid, they were able to spend a lot of cash on some players. Like, I don't know if it's Tchouaméni or Camavinga, because one was free, the other one they paid. But anyway, they spend a lot of money. But they are surrounding them with expertise on the midfield. Toni Kroos, Modric, Casemiro. Then, Casemiro ready to go. They cash in a lot. Manchester United, they are crazy. They spent 75 million euro on the player. But they were already ready with the next ones, because already only training with these champions is a total different story. So yeah, if you can have a Toni Kroos, I believe that would be fantastic. Toni Kroos. Thank you, Nugdar. I saw your video today. Big choice you have made. You have my support. Thank you. I think with your charisma, you have a chance to make a living as creator. Cheers and happy 2024 to everyone. Thank you. A lot of people are telling me that. Huh? I have a presence, a charisma on screen. Thank you. You know what I'm really proud about? That I was able Seriously, yeah, that's something that I'm extremely proud about. I didn't know how it would go because I told you, no, it's the reality. I never studied as a journalist or whatever, but I've been able to find a way to put players um, in a comfortable zone when we are doing the interviews. They are feeling well. They are feeling okay. Lot of them after the interviews they are starting to follow me. Other ones no. Some yes. Some are still in. A lot of them they are still in contact with me. You know, Rugani, Nicolussi, Rabiot, players for the women, Boatin, Caruso, Sule, you know, a lot of them, and they feel good, and it's a nice environment. They feel in their comfort zone, and it's not easy, because it's not, when you're working at La Continassa and when you see them every day, when they already saw your face and it's familiar, it's great. We have like sometimes 15 minutes, sometimes 30 minutes before the live. We speak it with the player, but you don't know them, so you have to really be fast in understanding how the person is and so on, and having the opportunity, that after that they start, to appreciate you, or at least to have respect for you. It's something that makes me extremely proud. I had for me, one of the most enriching part of last year was the 8 or 9 lives I had with Mr. Joe Montemuro from the women, and every Friday, I believe, we had a 30-minute live, and then I continued 30 minutes alone. It was fantastic because we had a really great relationship. It was not easy. I never interviewed a coach before. And after that, in the last one, he said, thank you for your work, for the work that you did, because I felt at ease. And you, when I have to come here, and I know it's that you are there, I come with a smile, which is not always, an obvious thing. So these are the things that really made me happy, and that is maybe also with some presence. So thank you. What else? Wait, because that was buon anno Vincenzo. You need my help. What shirt should I take to watch Juventus versus Frosinone? Yildiz third shirt or Vlahovic home shirt? Wait, Vincenzo, do you already have them? You already own them? Or you need to buy them? That's a big question, Vincenzo. You have them and you need to know which one you will travel with, or you will go to the store and you need to buy one. Let me know first. Which one is your... you already own them both. Easy. You take both of them, and then in your luggage, and then the morning of the game, you will see the graphics of Juve, and then you will understand if they play with the home shirt or they play with the third shirt, and then you can choose. You can, if you play with the home, you go with the Vlahovic one. If it's the third shirt, you play with the Yildiz one. If it's the second one, you have to go to the store and you buy a new one. No, but Frosinone plays in yellow and blue. We have some yellows in our... I don't know. It could be, yeah. It could be that game we play with our third kit. So pay attention to the third kit for that game. But I love, it. I love to put on the shirt that we are playing the game with. When I travel, that's my tip. When I travel, I always take the shirts of the season. And then when I discover which one, I wear it. Now, unfortunately, I can't wear that one anymore because Rabiot signed it. But yeah, that's how I do it. What about Sudakov? I always told you, for me, there are two names that we have, realistic name that we have to pay attention for is Kone from Mönchengladbach and Sudakov. How real is it or not? I told you in the video, I think it was two days ago. I said the problem is that we have to understand the value that his team is asking, because if we think that he's 25 million euro, and in the club is asking 45, 50, because it depends on the media, they're really, then it's over at 50 million for Sudakov. Forget about it. We can't spend 50 million for Sudakov. If it's 30, that's another discussion. But he's a really great player, really good player. Most definitely won't happen, but I'm seeing everywhere that Varane will leave United on a free, and my thoughts was, whoa, Varane, Bremer, Gatti. Juventus could go potentially for a strong defender next season. Who knows? Who knows? I don't know. I have no news. Your love for Juventus make them feel at home. I don't know if it's that, because they don't know me. Now they start to know me. But normally they don't know me. So 15 minutes before going live, it's difficult for me to transmit my love of Juve to them. Then during the live, yes, we have a bit more time. I don't know if it's that. I don't know what it is. Now that you are a full-time content creator, I can see you in the 19F podcast with Moise. That's a big danger for content creators. That's a big danger for normal content creators. Why? Because more and more of players, they are starting their own audio podcast YouTube channel. In the beginning, you had like the ex players that started. Now, first is the journalist, the sporting journalists that start their own YouTube channel. Then you had the ex players on top of that. Now you have even players that are playing now today, and when you see the money that they have to have a production, you saw, for example, I saw the 90F that it was really, really nice. It was translated in 2 languages. Italian, English, boom, simultaneously for a 1 hour podcast. That's a lot of work, and because they have a team that is able to do it. For a normal creator, that's a big. Of course, I prefer honestly to listen to a player than to a content creator that I don't know. Then the lights start to be a bit strong, guys. No. Of course, if you have Moise Kean speaking with Weston McKennie, it's nice, huh? Then, if you have a relationship with the content creator because you follow him so long and so on, then it's okay. But randomly, honestly, you never watch GJustjuve, and you have 2 thumbnails: Moise Kean, Weston McKennie, or GJustjuve. Guy, you never know. Who are you clicking on? So that's a big danger, huh? But I'm happy that they are doing it. Why? Because I'm happy for the fans, because they can enter the life of their players. This is always what I have dreamt about, what I love to. The only thing that is pity, I told you, is the way that we behave sometimes on social media. Because you saw what Pep Guardiola said, stay away from Twitter, from social media to their players, because it's extremely dangerous. You take a picture on Instagram, you put it, they see where you live, they go, we are speaking about people that went in the home of Grealish, but also with all the bullying or wishing death to the kids, you know what I'm speaking about. It's tough, huh? And then players, they don't even want to anymore, and they hire a social media manager. He's just putting yes, great, we got the 3 points, fantastic, well played, or I scored, or we need to learn our lesson to do better, and they don't even do it anymore. They have probably a fake account just to follow family and friend, or to inform themselves. But that's a pity. And now with these channels, they don't interact with the fans, but at least they found a way to be present. But it's nice, huh? It's really nice. Um, Happy New Year, David. Oh yeah. Yeah. That's a fact. Happy New Year, my friend. Pecalogia. What does that mean? Pecalogia. It's something with fishes. Is it the doctor for fishes? Maybe. You see, when I see things that I want to inform myself. Let's go. Pecalogia. What is pecalogia? Here. You even have the. This is your first post. What does that mean? Pecalogia. Meaning. No, they tell me paralogia. Paralogia picadillo. No. Yeah, pecalogy. Okay, but what does that mean?
Pecology.
Pecalogy. But I don't know what it means. You see. Thank you, Elod. Pekadas means fishing in Hungarian. You see? Here we go. Thanks. The chat is stronger than Google. Thank you. Amy saying, I don't know Italian, so most likely I'm choosing GJustjuve. But you have the subtitles, huh? You have the subtitles, huh? But thank you, M. That's an argument. John, ciao Beppe, Las Vegas born Juventino, currently living in Siena. I'm going to watch our Lonis at Frosinone play this weekend versus Money. Any advice? What can I tell you? Enjoy. What is the advice that you want from me, John? Frosinone against Monza should be a nice game, a beautiful game, an open game. Also because Frosinone, we were speaking so great about them. And now they have some difficulties, huh? Losing some games in a row with Lazio. Then so they have the Juve. They played against big teams as well, so they want some revenge. So I believe we will see an open game. Monza Frosinone will be a nice one. I believe it will be a. Where are they playing? Frosinone or I think Frosinone. Wait, huh? Frosinone Monza. I believe Frosinone will win 3-2. 3-2. 3-2 Frosinone. Buon anno, Pierre. Lilji. Buon anno. Happy New Year. It is Hungarian, Beppe. Guess my name. It's my friend. Both good offensive football. Yeah. How do I rate Juventus management in terms of young talents that they brought in, such as Huijsen, Nonje, Yildiz, Sule, Ealing Jr., Adzic, and possibly Botelli in the future? But if you tell me these names, we started a project 10 years ago, and we are doing well, and now we are seeing that it's starting really to work. So how can I rate? Fantastic. Now, of course, you will have to be able to also continue without Tognozzi. I was about to forget his name. He's out of Juve, then you forget the name. No. Without Tognozzi, you need to also to be able to continue the work. But the good is that it doesn't leave just, Tognozzi is gone, it's over. No, there is a structure that is there. Juve Pulse, Hendrik, that is our friend Pecalogia. He's watching with 2 accounts, our friend. I am just coming in quick to thank you, Beppe. No, thank you, Kale, for the great year and the quality content you're bringing in. Thank you, my friend. Dino, now that this is your only job, will you become like Goldbridge just for Serie A? No, because Goldbridge is there. He has a team, they're going only live. I was watching last time. They have so much people live and so on. It's impossible to become the Goldbridge of Juventus. It's impossible, because after 4 years, I think I would have already become the Goldbridge of Juve. But it's difficult because Goldbridge has a few advantage. The first one, he started early in the beginning of YouTube, so he was really, really, really smart. One. Secondly, speaking about Premier League. Third, about Manchester United, it's one of the most followed team. And in English, because that's the language of it. So you have a huge advantage. And Premier League is trendy. It's the most entertaining league ever. Everyone is speaking about it. He has already a known. He is established. So you can't become it for the Juventus. You can't become like him in terms of viewership. It's impossible. It is impossible. But I'm always surprised when some people are saying, "Hey, Beppe, we just subscribed to your channel. We didn't know about you before. You're offering great qualities, great videos." So we still have some Juventini to find. And then I want to focus a lot on football as well. That's a big objective. When I start something, then I want to do it. I want to do it. Look here. No, what am I doing here? That's a big channel I want to grow. Then who knows? Maybe football one day will be huge and big, where you have a lot of potential because you're speaking about a lot of teams. Chuck! Ciao Chuck! Happy birthday! Ciao Beppe Bridge! Happy New Year! Forza Juve! Chuck! Grande! Thank you for your 7 months. Okay, guys, 1 hour 42. We spoke about, I think I answered a lot of questions about the choice I made, the why. I think it was a really nice discussion about everything and nothing. And you see, we spoke nearly nothing about Juve. What can I tell about Juve in a recap is Mercato is open now. Mercato is open, so let's see what will happen. We have the game that is upcoming against Salernitana in Coppa Italia. That will be an important one, where I told you how many times. Pay attention to Nonge, So, Nonge could start together with Locatelli. Nonge, Locatelli, Rugani, Yildiz Milik. So we have already some players that we nearly know who. What was the most memorable game for you in 2023? But I will answer you Juve Verona. Like this. Like this, Juve Verona is an important one. Why? Because I am emotionally attached to that game. Because I went with my son. Because it's the third time that my son came with me to the Allianz Stadium. And the first time, it was the last game of Giorgio Chiellini and Dybala. We were winning 2-0. It was a meaningless game. The game was already over, and then we are doing 2-2. We are doing 2-2, and it's a draw. Then we went back on the 4th of April, Juve Inter Coppa Italia, and we do 1-1. And the third time, we go Juve Verona, and at the 95th minute, it's still 0-0. And I was looking at him, and I was thinking, the first time it was a meaningless game, and okay, we don't care. The second time it was Juve Inter in Coppa Italia, And I was not happy, and it's already the second draw. If it's again a draw, I think we have a problem now with my son coming with me because he's bringing bad luck. And at the end, we scored. We scored. It was nice because at a certain moment, he was starting to lose hope. It was the 92nd minute, and I said, "Look, if you give me your hand for a second, just a shake hand, we will do it. I'm sure fino alla fine will do it." So he shake my hand 1 second, and then we scored. And the emotions were fantastic. When you are able to share this moment with your son, because I told you, my biggest regret is I can't see all the games with my son because I'm doing the things here, the watch-alongs and the channel. But then, at the 96th minute of victory in the stadium, it was crazy. The stadium that was singing again. No. Juve Verona, for me, and also because of the importance of the game, because we went again over Inter temporarily, but we went over Inter. That one was the important one. Then there are other big ones, but I will not tell you the 5-1 against Napoli that we lost. That's not one. Thank you, Omar. I don't know. To be honest, I don't know. Because he changes. It was in the beginning. It was Chiesa, because Chiesa was the player that actually made him actually also fall in love with football. Because you know that my son, he fell in love with football really late, until 2021, when there was the Euro with Italy, and Chiesa, Euro in Italy. What a player. So, but then the injury and so on and so on. So I think now it's also like me, it changes from moment to moment. Sometimes it can be I don't know, Gatti. Sometimes it can be I don't know, this player. But we have to say also it's difficult, I think, to find the player that is representing Juve. I understand when, like in 15, 16, the young kids, they were falling in love with Paolo Dybala. You had a great team, a strong team, but you could easily fall in love with Paolo Dybala. Easily. Then, if you didn't like that much, dribble skills and so on, you could fall in love with Chiellini. You could fall in love with Bonucci, with Barzagli, Buffon in the goal, legend. It's so easy. It was so easy. Now it's more the team that we are seeing, with ups and downs, without one single player that is unmarking himself from the rest. So for me, it's I would find it really difficult today. Of course, if you had an in-form but consistently in-form Federico Chiesa, the debate is closed. But at the moment, it's not what we are seeing from Federico Chiesa. If you had in form at the full potential of Dusan Vlahovic, you go for Dusan Vlahovic. But at the moment, these two players, because of physical problems, because of this, they are not consistent in this. But pay attention, because a Kenan Yildiz could be the, you know what I mean? The Kenan Yildiz could be the player. Now, I have to say that my son, he also appreciates the people that when he's watching them live with me in interview, when he's watching, because he's following the lives, when he's feeling that these players that are super kind with me, that are, then he's falling in love more. And then he's always asking me, before the live, were they nice or less nice, a lot nice or whatever, because they are all nice, but you have levels of nice, of course. Some are nice, some super nice. And when I tell them, we had a great relation, or when they follow me on Instagram, then my son is, they are great. But it's more, it's different, because it's not only the performance on the field, but it's also the relationship, the respect that they have for his father. Um, that's different. That's different. But I will never tell you the levels of who is the most nice, the less nice, because then I know, then if you follow the lives here, then you will be able to make a ranking, and then some people they will interpret. No, I always say what happens in the backstage remains in the backstage. But it's not a secret that I have a really nice relationship with Rabiot, but also with Cambiaso, with a lot of one. But with Rabiot, I met him. You saw, fantastic person. That's a player that will be forever in my heart. But seriously, seriously, for his season last year, for this year, but for the mentality, for what he's doing, for the backstage story I heard before meeting him, and for the one that I continue to hear. So no, Rabiot will forever be. He entered my heart. I'm his big fan. Big fan. Voila. That's not a mystery. What about GB Scout? 135. It stopped at 135. It's already good. GB. Jundal is back in England. After hearing this, 100% Rabiot will extend his contract. I have no idea. I think that's also something that players appreciate, because I never asked them anything about that. I could, and I'm sure they would even answer me. I never ask. In a private message or whatever. For example, Soule, I have contacted, so I never asked, will you leave? Will you stay? Do you want to leave, or do you like? Never. We speak about the game. Congratulations, it was nice or not. I hope you score. I wish you the best. Or whatever. We speak about social media, about a nice video or whatever. But I never ask. I don't want to ask, honestly. Maybe I'm stupid, because but one day, if I don't work for you anymore, I will have a lot of contacts. That's a fact. And then I will be able to tell you secrets and so on. But no. But like Thomas is saying, Thomas is 100% or 99% sure. If we secure top 4, then he will extend. I don't know. Again, I think as well. And we're doing well, but I think it depends. The only thing that I think it's changing, for last year, I really believe that the fact that Max Allegri has been confirmed. Yeah, it's true. He has been confirmed. Made a difference. Made really a difference. I think, it made a difference for him to stay or not to stay. But I believe that he grew so much in terms of leadership in the locker room, to the respect that he's receiving and so on, that even if Max would leave, I'm not that sure anymore that he would say, okay, I'm leave because of Max Allegri, or my only condition is to stay with Max. I think, of course, that he would love that Max Allegri stays longer, and that would be an advantage to say, okay, that's, an incentive more. He stays, he knows me, and so on. But I don't believe it's now um, a necessity. You know what I mean? The difference? Why last year I think it was really important, otherwise he would have maybe left. I think that things change now. Do you agree with me or not? Yeah, Juve I think as well like that. If you start asking, then yeah, I agree with you, Juve. Yeah, yeah, Madi. Yeah. I never asked any of them to come here on my channel. Never. And if, because I know that they don't, nor they can't. So I don't want to do, like come on my channel and then we will ask to Juve. The day that I will ask Juve, is it possible, not possible, yes or no. But I don't want that. I don't want to, use it. Then maybe, the day that they retire, they will all come here on the channel. Um, oh, you see why I stopped with the late, long night live things, because then I start the channel. I speak, I speak, I speak, I speak, I speak, and then it's like uh, 1:30. It's 2 hours, um, and I'm tired in the morning, and I have to be productive tomorrow. We have to be productive. Tomorrow we have to go. So let me check a bit. I was really curious to see something. Let me check. Hmm. New program, new setup, and drink sponsor. But if you know some sponsors that want to be on the channel that are great, are nice, let them come. I was watching the documentary Black and White Stripes, and Buffon said that Juventus won't win another championship like the 2 Maggio, but if 5 Maggio, the 5th of May. But if we win this one, I think we can top it. Oof. I was there, the 5th of May. Oh, I mean, I was not there physically, but I was watching Juve already. I was a supporter of Juve. Last day where you have three teams fighting with a big remontada of Juve. Where Inter, they just need to win against a team where they have, affinities, Lazio and Inter. They believe that it was done. Winning like that, 2-0, waiting for the result of the other one, going totally crazy with because they were even winning, and then Poborski. That was huge. I told you, this one huge. 2011-12, a big huge, because we come back from Serie B. We needed only 5 years to win again. 5 years. That's the only. That was that fast, and the year was magical with the new stadium, with the comeback. The comeback of 15-16 is another one. Then it depends how, let's say, I don't think it will happen, but let's say it will happen. Let's go crazy. Depends how it will be. It depends how it will be. Will it be a last moment fight? Will it be that you give up and you go back and you win it in the last day? Will you have it in advance or not? It's so many variables but if we win, and especially if it happens, like that, it can enter a top 3 Scudetto ever, especially about how we started the season. Yeah. You want Momblano on the channel? You want Momblano? I can ask him to come on the channel. I like Momblano. By the way, Momblano is fantastic. You know that when I was in Torino, I was watching the youth academy players under 19 in Coppa Italia that we lost 1-0 against Lazio, the team of Montero. He sent me a message. He said, "Where are you?" I said, "I am watching the game of." He said, "Wait, how are you? And how are you going back?" I said, "I don't know because I had no idea because there is no public transport or it's quite difficult." So I said I came with a taxi and I will probably call a taxi. He said, "Wait, I will come." So he came. He watched the second half with me, and then he said, "Come." And we spent a few hours, 3-4 hours together. We went to lunch, then we went to the hotel. We drank a coffee. We spoke about a lot of things. Really, really nice person. I knew him already since a lot now, but we never met in real life. It was just fantastic human being. Fantastic human being. I don't think it will be crazy, Andar. I don't think it will be crazy. We spoke about it earlier. I don't think it will be crazy. So then you never know in life, but I don't think it will be crazy. Now it's time to go to sleep. I'm tired. And I don't know why. My eyes are hurting because I have new lights. I have like now 4 lights, and maybe it's a bit too much for the night life for long. I need to adapt my eyes on those ones. I just said that I want to become a full-time content creator. If I start having problems because I can't go live, then we have a problem. Huh? I don't know if some people they have put a like today. 140. It's not bad. It's not bad. Thank you. Maybe we can even reach 150. Who knows if we can reach 150. Second year of the channel. Oh, sto chiudendo, my Freddy. He's arriving last minute. Beppe, just a moment to tell you buon anno a te famiglia. I'm closing, my Freddy, Paolo. Grazie, buon anno, amico mio. Stavo parlando di Luca Momblano. 147. 3 likes more and we close the channel. Today, 4 years. The channel, but we'll speak about it tomorrow because officially it's the second. We are the second where I live. 4 years of GJustjuve. Mamma mia. I'm getting old, Did we reach them? One. We reached them. Okay, now we can close. Grazie, ragazzi. Thank you for all the support. Forza Juve. Ciao. We see each other.